What's up, y'all? Mr. On Your Stripe back here with another video. And we back at the free agency thing. Look, Bengals haven't did. We back at this free agency thing, right? Bengals haven't done anything since signing Allen. Jonathan Allen, that is, the defensive tackle from the Vikings, which was a good signing. Still though, there are people out there questioning the depth chart, and the depth of the team, and I get it because why not? You got people on X or Twitter posing a question of, are the Bengals better on defense? My answer is no. When you lose a guy like Trey Hendrickson, you can't just go out and replace him, right? And they haven't replaced Trey Hendrickson with comparable talent. So did they get better on defense? No. They'll probably be better in spots because of who they don't have. And y'all know who I'm talking about. Geno Stone, let's just throw it out there. They'll probably be better in spots because of who they don't have anymore at that spot. But yeah. No, there's no way you could be better after losing Trey Hendrickson. You're gonna have to go out and find some big names. It's not even about the names being big. If you do, like, who would I go for? I would go for somebody like Joey Bosa. Yes, he's in his 30s, but it's Joey Bosa. Well, what are you gonna do about it, right? So in that edge room, yeah, I would go out to somebody like Joey Bosa, the proven commodity. You're gonna get what you pay for, and yeah, he's coming off a few injuries, but again, so was Trey Hendrickson, and y'all were basically gonna pay him to stay had he signed a contract. So I would go out and get somebody like Joey Bosa. There are others, but Joey Bosa is my pick, right? And then you need another depth piece at corner too. I know people are probably going to be flack about this, but I would go after somebody like Trayvon Diggs or Marshawn Lattimore. Both of those would be unique pieces who probably fit right into your defense and have an immediate impact. So, go ahead and do that with that information, what you will. All right. I really didn't want to start the show talking about those things that I wanted, but it's cool, right? Man, just want to give a quick shout out to Logan Wilson. He retired today. So, 55 out. Whatever he said on Twitter, he put a heartfelt message out on X, explaining his decision and thanking the Bengals and things of that nature. Y'all can go check that out whenever y'all ready or whenever y'all had time. But yeah, thank you, Logan Wilson. I still think that call in the Super Bowl was. Listen, don't even get me started on the Super Bowl. We ain't gonna say too much about the Super Bowl, right? Anyway, back to the Joey Bosa thing. Right now he's up there in his 30s, and you can probably get away with probably a 2-year deal with him, paying something around 10. He's probably gonna want both of those years guarantees, and we know Bengals don't guarantee anything past the first year. But do you think they'd do something like that for somebody like Joey Bosa? Probably. Marshawn Lattimore or Trayvon Diggs, I'm not so sure. But either way, they will be great depth pieces. And if not, a guy like Marshawn Lattimore is probably starting over your best safety. Anybody besides... My bad, y'all. I thought I was tripping. It's DJ Turner. I thought I was tripping. Yes, Marshawn Lattimore will probably start over everybody except for DJ Turner. I get he's up there in age, but still, you're gonna need some kind of talent there. You can't just be wasting years of Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase being together. Because let's face it, the way the NFL goes, it's just not going to happen for too long, right? So I mean, uh, y'all go ahead, like this video, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that noti bell for any time we upload a video. And then y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Who you would go after in free agency to fill holes. I mean, there's still holes at linebackers. Like, I don't like any of our linebackers. I don't care what anybody says. Demetrius Knight Jr., Barrett Carter, Oren Burks. I don't like any of them in the long run, the grand scheme of things. Like, if you're saying you're going to try to win with those guys, y'all drafted Demetrius Knight Jr. and Barrett Carter. Really, they were both supposed to hit the ground running, right? That did not happen last season. I don't know if they weren't playing as free as they could or they just weren't up to NFL speed. But even during the middle of the season, when they looked to be better, they still seem to be a half a step short, in a lot of places, development-wise. So, I mean, do with that information what you will, but I don't like any of our linebackers. So, yeah. Let's see here. Give me a second, guys. Another thing I wanted to discuss is because everybody's upset that the Bengals are sitting on this cap space. The Bengals have $30 million in cap space, which I think is like fifth in the NFL. So people want to know, why aren't the Bengals making more moves? I told y'all in the last video, I personally think they're done in a lot of these areas. And I promise they're probably just going to fill these positions with guys. You have to, the way the Bengals operate, they're probably going to try to find the cheapest deal they can give you and try to get the best talent because they're bargain hunters, right? That's all they do. All they do is hunt for bargains. If you're not T. Higgins, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, AJ Green, Geno Atkins, if you're not in that upper echelon, Chad Johnson, if you're not in that upper echelon of players, they're not looking to pay you or extend you beyond, 1 year. So y'all wondering why they sitting on that 30 mil is because when you have to find a players, one, who are going to take the deal, who may be, I wouldn't say they make you take less than what you're worth, but more than likely those will be placed in the incentive. You'll get that signing bonus, and then you'll obviously get that guarantee for that first year, and then that'll be it. So if you want to know why the Bengals ain't making any moves at the current moment, that's why. Now, I didn't want to go and talk about the Max Crosby thing anymore because personally I don't think it's going to happen. I'd be surprised if it does, and I'd be happy if it does, but I don't think they're gonna be doing too much more with the Max Crosby thing, which is weird, seeing that's how it was being reported that they were in on Max Crosby before they heard the trade news between them and the Raiders and Baltimore. If that was the case, to be honest, this should already be done. I'm sure has a lot to do. If it is trying to get done behind the scenes, then I'm sure it has to do with this one thing, and that is the Raiders trying to compensate for what they lost, right? They lost 2 first-round picks in the midst of them trading away Max Crosby to get those picks. So they're probably trying to re-up on at least one of those picks. But with the injury news out there on Max Crosby, that ain't happening no more. I'm going to tell you, listen, I'm only going to give you, and not this year, I'll give you a first rounder but I'll give you a first rounder for next year's draft and not this year's draft. The lowest, and really, I really don't even want to do that. But with the Bengals being in win now mode, go ahead and run it. Now, if they're not if they're talking anything past like realistically a third, if I'm any other team, I'm looking at it like, we'll see. We'll see. Max Crosby, what, 27, 28? He's got a few years left in that tank, and he's already had 8 surgeries on one knee. I mean, they're going to take that information and run with it and just try to lowball you now. The Ravens really messed up the Raiders with backing out of that trade because it exposed, even if it ain't true, it kind of exposed that, he's injured, which is kind of crazy seeing that's how the guy they picked up, Trey Hendrickson, is also coming off a back injury. So I guess, as long as there isn't 2 first-round picks attached to a trade with the premier player, it'll go through. But I don't know, man. I ain't want to harp on this too long. I just want to get on here, give you guys some Bengals news. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video, comment down who you guys are going after on free agency. Y'all let me know because I want to know. And then another thing is too, comment where y'all commenting from, what state you in. So I think it's cool to see how far the videos reach out to people. So, man, Mr. Earn Your Stripe, this has been another Earn Your Stripe podcast with Mr. Earn Your Stripe himself, and I'm gone, y'all. Mr. Earn Your Stripe is out. Boom!